Okay, good evening, fellow Lions, and thank you very much to everyone for joining us for this month's Learning Lounge, where we'll be looking at story that's very, very critical as we seek to project and promote the good work to tell our stories in a very effective way. We would listen to our speaker who would share various perspectives with us as we go on. But before we have our guest speaker for the evening join us, I would want to hand over to my district governor, Lion Folashade Shotumide, for the welcome remarks. Over to you.
Thank you so much, GLT. Good evening, Great Lions. I'm sorry I had to rush in to attend this meeting, this training. I'm trying to run through the attendance so that I can do the right thing. Okay. Yes, I'm good. Good evening, Great Lions. GLT, my region chairs present, zone chairs, club presidents, Great Lion members. It's a very interesting thing to be here this evening. I am particularly interested in this topic because it is something that I cherish so much. I'm always looking out for the best of the picture. I try to interpret pictures when I see them. And at times I feel that what we are showcasing is not entirely the best. And I want to believe that this that we're doing tonight is going to give us better understanding and also help us to project the activities that we do in Lions Club, particularly in our district, in a better form. It is one thing to have a quality phone, it's one thing to have the camera. It is another thing for you to take the right picture. I want us to pay attention to everything we are going to learn. I want us to jot down if it is possible. And I want us to start trying it immediately, even with the selfie, your own picture that you take. And I'm sure that it will add value to us and to the projects that we do and to the product reports that we send out either to the district platform or even to the international office. Not just as a Lion, I'm sure we can apply them also elsewhere. So let us relax and enjoy the flow tonight. I wish us all better understanding in the classroom. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my DG. Without further ado, I would invite our guest speaker for this evening. I don't think she needs a very long introduction. She's very well known to us, an astute faculty and committed Lion, and also the first Vice District Governor for District 404A3. Fellow Lions, please let's welcome First Vice District Governor Mary Ono as she takes us through today's session. Over to you, my First Vice District Governor.
Good evening, my GLT, my DG first of all, sorry, my GLT, distinguished leaders in the House and Great Lions. It's like village people are following me today. I have 3 different networks, but my computer is refusing to connect to any of them. So Lion Joyce, I've actually sent you my slides and I'm sorry I'll have to trouble you to take us through. Have you seen them? Lion Joyce?
Okay, I'm checking for them now, and I will pass on to Lion Franklin. He would help share from his end.
Oh,
1 minute.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so we'll just be talking about storytelling today. I'm sure most of you know I love my photographs and They always tell a story. You never see pictures and they never say something. So that skill is something we could put in all our clubs, in all our services, in all our endeavors. And I've put together a few slides. Hopefully, they should put us through and support us in taking better photos and telling better stories. So the first thing I put, while the slides are struggling to come up, I have no idea why my computer is refusing to connect to Zoom. So I will just go through. I said for the session objectives, we have sharing stories, the benefits of sharing stories, understanding the principles of telling stories with pictures, because telling stories is a different thing from telling pictures with stories. We also are going to gain some practical tips for engaging an audience through visual storytelling. And actually, what's storytelling? What does storytelling mean? Let's define storytelling. And I just put down two quick definitions. Storytelling is the power to is a powerful way to inspire, connect, and motivate individuals and communities. And also, stories encourage discussions around topics like growth, perseverance, and even failures. When you share stories about your failures, other people don't fall into them and other people learn. So telling stories is not just success stories, it's all stories together. Any luck with the slides?
It's coming up in a couple of seconds.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm so sorry for the trouble. I didn't bother you earlier because I just assumed I'll join on two devices and I'll be able to share my slides. So I'll start off with talking about the benefits of sharing stories. And the first thing I've put down is actually it inspires others. When you share your stories, you inspire other people. Someone has done this, so I can do it. Stories demonstrate what is possible. Some people are not able to visualize, but when you tell a story of an experience, they're able to say, oh, Mary did that, I can. Hearing or reading stories fosters a belief that difficulties can be overcome. Nothing comes easy. And when it does come and you share the story, everybody sees, oh, even when you fail, even when you encounter difficulties, that yes, there is always a good outcome. So you're sharing your experiences. Just this morning, I was listening to a podcast and they were speaking about women and infertility. And it caught my eyes because I saw my cousin's wife, who I never knew spoke on such topics. And, you know, because she spoke, she was there. Because I saw her there, I was attracted to listen to the story. I had a visual. Another benefit of sharing stories is building credibility. I know that, yes, now with so much Photoshop and Video Shop, if there is, a lot of what we see may not be real, and AI is not helping matters. But still, when you see photos and videos, it gives credibility to stories. It adds authenticity. Organizations like ours need to share our stories in photos. We go to disaster zones, we go to deprived zones, we go all over the place. And the easiest way to share such experiences is by taking pictures and videos. People are likely to trust or support us when they see pictures or when they see videos. So certainly sharing stories builds credibility. It also strengthens Connections. So stories have an emotional touch. If I took a photo and I was downcast or crying in the photo, you would wonder, oh, what's wrong? It would work on your emotional side and say, oh, let me see. And a lot of times we go out for service projects and we have the opportunity to catch those moments where human beings are experiencing sometimes their worst or deepest misfortunes. And even at that time, it's usually not the worst. There's someone out there who's worse than that. So it's encouraging. People themselves tell stories to sympathize and to celebrate others. And often it highlights teamwork, collaboration, encouraging people to come together with common goals. Slides are taking a bit of a while, but I will share them, so don't worry about them at all. Okay, it looks like we're almost there. Perfect. Another benefit of sharing stories is encouraging growth and learning. Hearing stories about others provides valuable lessons. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Key benefits, encouraging growth and learning. Keep going. We've done building credibility. We've done strengthening connections. Encouraging growth and learning, that's where we are now. So when you hear about others, Pat's, it provides valuable lessons and strategies. Stories often reveal struggles and failures, showing how perseverance and creativity lead to growth. Nothing good comes easy, they say. Lion Franklin? I'm sorry, I'm going to really trouble you through this one. Stories inspire or motivate individuals or groups that take actions towards their own goals. So some other key benefits of sharing stories are the highlighting the value of effort. Stories establish hard work. You're able to appreciate how much hard work has gone into something when you hear the story or you see the story. It allows us to share success stories as well as failure stories, but more times when we celebrate success stories, we're able to celebrate with ourselves, celebrate with our communities, friends, and it boosts the morale and self-confidence of other participants. Stories can encourage others to adopt habits or mindsets that lead them to similar outcomes. So there's a lot of benefits. Another one is amplifying impact. A well-told story has the power to reach wide audiences. I mean, tell a story and put it on WhatsApp. In 1 hour, I assure you it's global if it's a nice story. A single story can motivate or change countless people. So it goes a really, really long way. Now we've talked about what stories can do. How about when we now add pictures? So here I've got a picture and I'm not going to say anything about the picture actually. So I've just put there images are powerful tools for telling stories. So in the chat box, I'd like you to look at this photograph and tell me what comes to you in this photograph. When was it taken? Where was it taken? How was it taken? Who is in it? So I'll look out for the comments. What do you think? A few comments about this this photograph on the screen. attendance is also to be taken. So do we all see the photographs? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, yes,
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. So what does this what comes to you when you see this photograph, which is on the screen? It's storytelling time. A vivid.
storytelling time.
Yes, if you just put it in the chat box, it shows an elderly woman telling stories to children. Very good. So we already know it's story time. A visit to grandma. Yes, perfect. Any idea where it was taken? When it was taken?
At night.
Folk tales time. Yes, likely. Grandma would be telling folk
it looks
tales.
like
If you do it
Tales
in the
by
chat,
Moonlight.
yes, Tales by Moonlight. Thank you. A daycare called Jackley Somley, allow house to rest. Lion Sheye, I will look into that one. Moonlight, yes. Grandma narrating, absolutely. Any idea when this photograph, around when this photograph could have been taken? An elderly woman telling stories at night to children. Yes, it was taken at night. Thank you, definitely, Lionel. Yes, it was at night time. But round about when? Around in my village. Oh, yes, certainly. It does look like my village too. In the 60s. That's interesting. Lion Bridget. Yes, in the 60s. In the early 60s, someone else, Lion Hakim says. Black and white. Very good. So just looking at the picture, we figured out it's story time. It was in the 60s, thereabout, because it's the black and white era. Someone says possibly the 70s. Lion Abib? Yes, possibly the 70s, because we still had black and white in the 70s. So just by looking at this one picture, imagine all the interaction that has come out. I haven't even said anything about this picture. And that's the impact. Thank you very much. That's the impact that our pictures have on people. This is the impact our pictures have. So when you post a picture, people interact, people speak about the story, people imagine where was it taken, how was it taken. All that comes to bear. Thank you, Lion Franklin. You don't have to do the chats because I can actually see the chats myself, so I won't trouble you. If you just stay on the slides, it's perfect. So, storytelling, we've seen the great benefits. And now, as fantastic as storytelling is, we're now adding pictures. So how do pictures enhance storytelling? Images provide immediate visual clues, just as we did. It's black and white, it's the 60s, it's the 70s, it's grandma, it's storytelling. They give the audience a clearer understanding of the story. So if I had, before showing that picture, said, my grandma came and told stories to the children in the community, yes, you will get it, but you won't visualize, oh, it was in the 60s, or it was in the 70s, or it wasn't even now, or it was in the village. The picture has given you all that clearer perspective. Pictures provide context to help the audience grasp the where and when of a story effortlessly. So I'll share another picture. And this was quite recent. So where is this? Can anyone guess? Again, in the chat box, if you don't mind. Where is this? Any ideas? If you look at the picture, does it tell you where? The new signpost in LCI headquarters. Well done, Lion Kojo. I know you were there too. Yes. LCI headquarters. Yes. It's not the UN office. It's LCI headquarters in Obrook, not Florida. Lions headquarters, the US. Thank you. LCI headquarters. What else? So we've now all agreed, yes, this is LCI headquarters. What else does it tell you? I see a few flags. It's Illinois. Yes, it is. Defunke. What else can you see from this picture without me saying anything about it? We've all agreed that it's LCI headquarters in Obrook, Illinois. It's not a convention, no, but yes, it is Obrook. It's not a convention. Every attendant displaying their country flag. That's a good perspective, but that's not what it is. So yes, you've noticed the flags. That's a good one. Unique structure. Yes, we do have a unique building. It's a get-together, possibly during a training because lions are gathered. Yes, it wasn't quite a training. It was a meeting, a committee meeting. 3 ladies pointing to the signage. That's obvious. Thank you, my DG. Displaying nature and diversity. I love the diversity. Thank you, Lion Kamoru. Yes, diversity. One of the ladies is German and the other one is Canadian. Yes, so there is togetherness and love taken on the street or the sidewalk. That sign is actually quite recent. I think it was put up this year, and it's a little way just before the LCI headquarters. But that's the Brazilian flag. Who's from Brazil right now in our association? Who's from Brazil in our association right now?
The international president is for Brazil.
Yes, and that's why his flag is first. Exactly. Thank you. And what flag do we have next? We're still on the photo line, Franklin. If you notice, the next flag is the Indian flag, and that's the that's the first vice international president. So Fabricio Singh, and then there's the American flag with the second vice. So just from this picture, even if I didn't say anything, look how much interaction. And we can all see it's very recent. It's not like the old picture that was from the 60s. We all know that the Lions Way is new, so this is a new picture. So that's the impact of pictures. That's the impact that photographs give to your story. When you write and write and write, it's interesting. But when you throw in a few photographs, it's amazing. So yes, now let's go ahead to how pictures enhance storytelling. They evoke emotions. Pictures have a unique ability to connect with human emotions. I just told you I saw an Instagram post and I saw my sister-in-law and it just attracted me to that because I saw a picture of someone I knew. A joyful smile, a tear, a storm, whatever it is. Pictures have a way of conveying the message, whatever positive or negative, without a single word. You just see through the emotion. Images tap universal human experiences, allowing viewers to empathize with the story to a deeper level. The emotional resonance makes the story memorable and impactful. If you're like me, who is extremely forgetful, when you see a picture, you will remember. I always tell my, people I meet, can we meet on Facebook so I see your face? Because when I see your face, I will always remember. But if I just have your number, and then most times, if you're like me, never have a face on a DP, it's hard to remember that face. So the next slide is actually a photograph. Because it's a phone, we'll see both, but that's fine. I was going to post one and then the other. Lion Franklin, are you there? Okay, this is Lion Franklin, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, are we still sharing? The next photograph is a little girl. And oh, it looks like I'm actually going to connect. Yes, perfect. Village people can't catch me. Oh, perfect. Okay.
You are muted, man.
Sorry, is everyone seeing my screen? Yeah? No? Oh, no. Okay, let's see.
Not yet.
Not yet, because somehow it just came on. So share screen. And launch.
Yes, I can see from here.
You can see my screen?
Yes, my adversity. Yes.
Can you see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Session objectives?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm not sure what happened. So I'll just go down to where we were. Thank you so much, Lion Franklin, for coming to the rescue. Yes. So this is a picture. Again, I'd like us to go into the chat room. When you see this picture, what comes to your mind? A happy child, yes. Thank you, Lion Taiwo. I didn't mean to click, but I've clicked now anyway. So yes, excitement. Now this photograph was actually taken freelance by a photographer who was visiting somewhere in Africa. I can't remember if it's Kenya now, but this photograph made the billboards in the UK because Albany Bread, the bakeries, now use her as their brand. And this photo was worth several £1,000s, a careless photograph. So the photographs we look at sometimes as careless don't mean very much, could just be the most amazing pictures that we have. So I always say when you're taking photographs, don't take one, or don't just pose one pose, pose and pose and pose, take and take and take. It only takes memory, because there will be some moments you will catch that will be will be so amazing, so amazing. Charity in her smile. Was that Charity or Clarity? Sorry. Charity smile. Yes, yes. Global Cost on Hunger. Oh, that's a good one, actually. Yes. So yes, but this is just showing you the impact that pictures have. This little girl is now a very rich girl. Her family is really rich because of this photograph where they sent her to buy bread. So, photographs also convey detail. If I told you this little girl went to buy bread and the bread is now called, the bread is Albany and it's now in the UK, you would not be able to visualize it as much as those pictures tell. So yes, you have seen the detail, you've seen the type of bread. Details in the image can enrich the narrative and make it more vivid. Anytime you see that girl now, anytime you see that picture now, you will remember that bread. So these details provide richness and nuisance to help audiences fully immerse themselves in the story. I've got another picture now. What does this picture bring to your mind? Yes, I'm listening. Oh, I'm reading, sorry.
Busy environment.
Environment, thank you, but it would be great if you can put it in the chat. Lagos traffic, those yellow buses, certainly. The garage, yes. Chaos. What else? Hustling. Our own Idumota of Lagos. It just well might be, I don't know. There's a UBA there. Crowded environment, Oshodi. Traffic, typical Lagos chaotic traffic. Now, this is just one photo. We've deciphered that it's Lagos. It's crowdy. Some people are even narrowing it down to a particular place, maybe Oshodi or Idumota. Just by looking at the picture, we haven't even said anything about the picture. So that's what pictures do. Pictures have a way of in fact, more people are even looking at this photograph right now than speaking. If I said to you, can you see the mannequin with the blue dress in this photograph? Can you see it? There's a mannequin. Someone is selling an Ankara dress, blue Ankara dress. In all this chaos, can you see it? Anyone? On what part of the picture is it? Is it top, right, left, bottom, left, right? Yes, yes. Many of us. Yes, I see it. Left. Is it left? Bottom right, I think it is. Yes, beside the yellow bus on the right. Yes, perfect. In all this chaos, in all this traffic, in all this madness, we can still fish out something. And that's what pictures do. In every picture you take, someone might not take away everything, but they will take away one thing. I like that. Voltron. Who's that? Bright. Yes, it does look like. So yes, so be mindful when you're taking pictures. Remember, you're not just taking a photograph, you're telling a story. So when you do an activity, and instead of taking pictures, you're there, cheese, yes, ooh, ha, that's not telling us anything. Be sure to take pictures that engage people, that people need to look at, that people are attracted to look at, not just seeing you. And the best photographers never show in pictures because they're so concerned about letting you see what they see. They're not so in every picture. You know, some people snap me, snap me, snap me. At the end of the day, we snap, snap, snap. The thing that we went there for, we have not even snapped. That happens a lot in our reporting. So let's be mindful when taking photographs to please put your eyes on activity, on what's happening. Who is writing on my screen? So let's talk about why combining stories and pictures matters. Why does it matter really, whether you write a story or you tell a picture? When you write a story, when you combine images with words, it amplifies the storytelling. That's why children's books have words and they have pictures. I remember I was looking for the pictures to post to add today, and I didn't find it. But there's this story, and the dog turned on the door, and he said with a tap, with a rat, tat tat. When my daughter was really young, I read that story to her, and on the picture there was a doctor with a hat, and there was a rat on his head, on his hat. And my daughter says, is it because he had a rat on his head that he knocked with a rat tat tat? I'm like, goodness me, what has rat and rat tat tat got to do? But that's the power of pictures and words together. It brings out so much imagination. While words guide the narrative and the structure, images draw audience into the moment, ensuring the story leaves a lasting impression. There are many things I'm saying today that you will not remember, but you will remember that on that video, on that training, Mary showed us a picture of Lagos. You will never forget that, I assure you. You will never forget the Albany baby who smiled to buy bread, even if you forget everything. And that's the power of pictures. Whether through photographs, illustrations, or other visuals, images are a storyteller's ally in creating compelling, relatable, and emotionally charged narratives. So pictures support your story. Now, the key principles of effective visual storytelling are simply choose a theme or a tone. Whenever you're narrating a story, whenever you're telling, reporting an activity, a project, whatever it is, choose a theme or a tone. Do you want it formal? Do you want it informal? Do you want it colorful? Do you want it? I think that's one of the reasons that our parties are big all the time, because it brings a certain ease, you know? So do that same steeze with your pictures. Have a certain way you take pictures. That's why artists are grand, because Picasso had a certain way he drew pictures. So any picture you see that is Picasso's, you know that that's a Picasso piece. So take photographs the same way. Select relevant action pictures. As I said, no, that's not part of the activity. We're doing a diabetes campaign. What is my problem with your 2 fingers, or 5 or 3 or 4? Show me what you were doing. Show me what activity was taking place. Show me the environment, everything around the picture. Everything around the environment will come out in the picture. Even those things that you cannot tell me, or which you do not have, those minor things, like that little mannequin on that picture of busy Lagos. Pictures will tell you a lot more than you will be able to say or write. Sequence your images to a low, sequence your images for, no, that's an error there. Sequence your images, that's meant to be to follow for premium engagement. So say you covered an event. You don't want to have the end. You post the picture that came, a lot of times, let me give you a classic example. So I've gone for an event, I've taken a lot of pictures, but at one point I decided, oh, I need to go to the toilet. So I'm going to go to the toilet. And I said, Lion Bridget, take photos for me, I'm coming back. And then I go to the toilet and maybe it's a number 2. So I took a very long time. And then I was on the phone after that. But I'm not too worried because Bridget is taking photographs. And then I come back and then I start taking my photographs again. But then I forget to ask Bridget for those photos. So maybe 2 days later, when I want to report or compose or compile the whatever I'm doing, the post, Bridget, those pictures you've not given me, Bridget sends them to me. And I download them. So I have some pictures which were in the middle of the project at the end of my phone because the other ones were on top. And instead of being intentional and taking this was first, this, and then going to the bottom to take those ones and then coming back up, I just post it as it is. So you see what happened in the middle at the end. You see what happened at the end in the middle. When telling stories, when using pictures, please follow a sequence. It gives you premium engagement. And finally, edit and enhance images. A lot of images, you don't have to have a fantastic phone to take fantastic pictures. You could have, what do we call it? The apps the apps that do pictures, what are those apps called? They're the apps that enhance pictures. Can anyone remind me? I've totally forgotten. No, not
Beauty
Photoshop.
Plus.
How many of us use Photoshop?
Beauty Plus.
That's a good one. A lady must know that one now. Beauty Plus is a good one. I don't think the men use Beauty Plus.
I'll say AL.
Yes. AL, is there? I don't know that one, but yes, it might well be. Snapchat is another good one. You take the photograph in Snapchat and save it so that you have a good quality picture. So no matter how bad your phone is, if you take the picture from Snapchat or from, can you take pictures in CapCut? I didn't even know that. There's so many of them. So you take the pictures, enhance them. But mind you, when enhancing pictures, do not alter the authenticity. So you see how fair I am. And then I take a picture and then I go and wash it and I'm white. We see that happen all the time. The blues are so blue. The greens are so green. The saturation is so high. You altered the authenticity of that photograph. And it probably does not carry as much weight as an original picture. So while doing your filters, that's the word I was looking for. While doing your filters, take it a little bit easy so that the pictures still look real. Again, time and pace appropriate. So if you were doing a reel, sometimes you do an event and you have 50 pictures. Now Instagram can do a reel with 50 pictures. And I must put 50 pictures. Bam, 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 bam. Then because there are 50 pictures to go in 130 seconds, because I have to do this, then I'm watching the video and it's pam, 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 pam. Before the picture comes, it's gone. Then what's the value? Time it. If you want to do 3 reels to do the whole project, by all means do so. But don't try and put everything together and then the pace is too fast. It's not pleasant to watch. It's not interesting to look at. Likely, you know that the attention span of people these days is very, very, very minimal. So likely someone will just see it and, oh, what is this again? Oh, it doesn't look so good. Person is making noise again. Oh, and they'll just pass. And then all that content which you wanted to pass through, you don't get. I want you, again, to look at this photograph. Now I want to design something, and this is the base I've put for this photograph. What do you think I'm designing? Again, I'd love the chat. I've got a photograph up. What do you think I'm designing? Heaven? Very good. Thank you, Lion Bright. Angels? Well done. Heaven? Good. Stairway to heaven? That's a good one. Heaven's Gate? Brilliant. But I want to use this as my base for designing something that has happened, an event that has happened on Earth. What do you think that event could be? Rapture, that's a good one. Death. Ivy, thank you so much. An obituary poster, exactly. That's what I want to design. So that's why I've chosen this. Transition, perfect. I mean, it's a sad thing, but this is the power of visuals. Just by looking at this, you know the direction we are going. Transition to heaven. Someone has died. That kind of thing. That is the power of pictures. So I will put a quick conclusion, and I'll ask someone in the audience, someone in the class to read this for me, please. Just unmute and read. First person, go ahead.
Success stories are more than just recounting achievements. They are tools for empowerment, education, and inspirations. They show that with effort and determination, great things can be accomplished, motivating others to pursue their own journeys with confidence and hope.
Thank you so much, Lion Taiwo. That is what stories do in a nutshell. Thank you very much for taking out your time. I hope we have been able to cover the points I started at the beginning. We have 5 minutes left. I would like to ask if there are any questions. Please feel free to just unmute and ask if you have a question. Okay, in the absence of any question, someone says audio gone. Is that correct? Would that be for all of us?
I can still hear you. I can still hear you.
Okay, so it's just his device then. So, if there's no questions, I will hand over to my GLT. And again, thank you for the opportunity. This is something I love doing. So, see you soon. My GLT, ma.
Thank you. I mean, I've learned a lot, and I think, you know, a summation of it is to be very deliberate about our picture taking and also telling our story. Well, I believe since we have no questions, it means that
I'll ask you a question.
you know, everyone has taken in
the chat room, please.
Okay,
someone has
in the
a question in the chat room.
They said taking pictures by members always causes distractions. How can we manage it?
What I generally do is if I'm at an event, I like to have one official photographer. So yes, the official photographer is there, but among we lions, one person. So if I were in a class or if I were in a group, we will all agree that this person has a good phone. You take the pictures. That way, everybody else is not worried about pictures. And in most cases, that person has the best phone. So you will know that whatever picture I want to take, this person's photo will definitely be better than mine. So that idea of everybody snap, snap, snap is not as disturbing. So you might want to try that at your next event. Just nominate one person to be in charge of photographs. I don't know if that will help.
That way we limit the number of phonographers.
Exactly, phonographers. That's it. That's it.
Okay. I see something. Can we please reiterate the importance of action pictures during our service activities?
I think I did justice. Yes. Taking pictures
absolutely
has no impact. You must take pictures that tell a story all the time.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just taking random pictures without being coordinated, then you will struggle with putting together a very strong story. So that's very, very key. Please, I just want to appeal. We don't have all members who have been on this call fill out the attendance sheet. I think out of 58, only about less than 30 have filled out the sheet. And if you don't fill out the attendance, then we're not able to report online that you participated in this training. So please just follow the link and fill out the attendance. While we do so, please, can we just turn on our cameras and take good pictures? So, brighten your background, turn on your filters, all the things that we have learned this evening. Arrange yourself, rub powder, put your hand down.
You disable my own
so that we
video.
Do makeup.
Come on.
Can have beautiful pictures.
Oh, you disable me. I can't come on the video.
Lana, no, Dipa, what are you eating?
The video has been disabled by the host.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
See Lion Kojo.
It says you cannot start your video because the host has disabled it.
But my video is on. Ahmed is a good photographer. Can you take this photograph? Look at people munching at this hour. What are you eating?
Lion Diola.
Which of the Diola?
Rotinwa. This is FGM.
Lion Franklin, I don't know if you've been able to sort this out.
I can't copy for host.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Please, so host, let me snap you.
Lion Franklin, please can you make me co-host?
This is his own
Every blessing that is seen now, not a blessing from God. So now it is
Who borrowed somebody this cap?
I want to snap it, I can't host.
I know you are going to talk.
Okay, I think you can start your video now.
Try again.
I am still
You
on
cannot
it,
start
oh.
your video.
Please, Naise, I need you to release me, oh.
Okay, please. I think that's been sorted now, so we can all turn on our videos.
The video
Mine
is
is still
done already.
Not yet.
Pardon?
Not
Mine is
yet.
still saying the
It's
same
still
thing.
not working on this
It's not working. It's still saying the same thing.
side, yes.
It's not working at all. It's not working.
Okay, please try again.
Okay, got it.
I've sorted it, so you can do so now. All right, great. So
Still not. If you're able to treat mine, I'd appreciate it.
it's general. It's not per person. So just try it once more.
Okay, I'm going back to work. It's still not coming on.
Okay. Is our class over?
No, we're taking pictures. Okay,
But I'm
Lion
not
Franklin,
showing.
when you're ready, you can let us know to
Mine
capture
is
the
still not
picture.
working.
I see myself. How would I take pictures?
Oh my.
I can't even see myself.
We can see you.
Oh, you can see
You
me.
don't need to
Hi.
see yourself. We can see you.
Can we stop sharing the screen?
Can you see me? Because it doesn't seem to be working
Stop
here.
sharing the screen.
Okay, who?
Lion Bright.
My first prize. Can you stop sharing your screen?
I'm not sharing my screen, yo. Okay.
Okay, I think mine is working now.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Oh, my video is now. It's going somewhere else.
Okay, Lion Franklin, over to you, please.
Okay, I'm taking.
Say cheese.
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 I hope you don't mind too.
I'm sure he's seen everybody.
Oh God, I didn't make up.
Are we good?
It's all done.
Okay.
1K.
You haven't taken mine, no. You haven't taken mine.
Leonie, we can see you.
Hmm?
Okay, so thank you.
Lion 1K, Lion Beauty.
Okay, I think we're done with the pictures.
I only just have 38 persons filling the attendance form out of 58 or 56 that we are. Some people have not filled.
Sorry, I was
Mine
driving.
share one. I don't know what the problem is. I can't only the 38 people that
There's issue with the form. The pin is not connecting. So maybe you can send it again.
It might be your own connection.
Yeah,
Form is
because
not opening. My great. The form is frozen.
It's
others
opening
have
from
been able
other
to
end,
fill.
so you could check your network, please.
It's network. Just refresh that page.
Yes, check your network, please.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So on that note, I just want to say a very big thank you to our first Vice District Governor for taking out time of her very busy schedule to take us through a very impactful and refreshing session. Like I always say, we don't get value for these things if we do not make use of the tips and lessons that we have. So the joy would be that we use this skill to enhance telling our stories. We have been making emphasis on the importance of sharing what we do as a means of growing our membership. Of course, if we are able to share successfully our stories of impact across our various communities that would appeal to non-Lions and spur them to also want to roll up their sleeves and join us in service. So my charge to everyone this evening is to please go out there and tell beautiful stories about the good things you're doing as Lions in your various clubs. On that note, I want to say thank you to everyone who has taken out time to join. Thank you to our consistent lounge members. We see you and we acknowledge you, and we'll continue to ensure that every month we have very interesting topics that would help strengthen our service. Thank you and have a beautiful evening, everyone.
Thank you, GLT.
Thank you very much.
Someone is still asking for the attendance here. Let me just drop it again on the chat box.